Hello everyone! Today we will learn about various commands under Sketch module of NX Siemens. Sketching 2D design is the first step to create a 3D model. Under Graphics window, there are three planes intersecting at a point which is known as datum coordinate system. The coordinate axis of the point where all the planes intersects are 0, 0, 0. 0 in x-axis, 0 in y-axis and 0 in z-axis. To open Sketch window, click on Sketch command present at the top left of the ribbon under Construction module. Here you will see all the planes with their reference views. Right or side view, front view, right or side view, top view. I will select top view to create sketch. Let's first start with curves, and under curves first I will select profile. As profile defines create a series of connected line and slash or arcs in string modes, that is the end of the last curve become the beginning of the next curve. Which means when we draw a line or a curve from the starting points, its ending point will become starting point for next line or curve in a continuous manner. This command is very useful and time-saving. At first we will start with line. Now first select the point from where you want to start the line, that is your first click. Now your second click will be the end point of the first line and starting point of second line. In continuous manner by 5 clicks create a close figure. The blue shades suggest that the figure you create is a closed figure. Ctrl+A will select all the lines under Graphics window. Press Delete button to delete all line. Now let's see how does curve under profile works. Choose first point and adjust radius of the curve by selecting positioning of the second point. Once you create a curve, it will automatically switch to line under profile. Now from end point of curve a continuous line starts. Create a closed figure. After creating a closed figure, if light blue color does not appear, then this means that at somewhere the lines or curves were intersecting. Let's move forward to rectangle. As rectangle suggests 3 different methods of creating a rectangle. At first we will discuss first method, that is by 2 points. In this method rectangle will create diagonally. First point will be the starting point of the diagonal, and the second point will be the end point of the diagonal. Diagonal length will justify the width and height of the rectangle. Let's move forward towards second method, that is by 3 points. Under this method, the first point will be your originating point. Second point will decides the width of the rectangle, whereas third point will decides the height of the rectangle. Last method is from center. Under this command, the first point will the center of the rectangle, whereas second and third point will decide width and height of the rectangle from center. Let's move forward toward next curve circle. Now circle also provides different method to create a circle through 3 points or by specifying its center and diameter. First method is by center and diameter. Select the first point which is considered as center of the circle, and second point will decide the radius of the circle. Second method under circle is circle by 3 points. Under this method, the first and the second point will referred as diameter of the circle, whereas third point will decide the orientation of the circle. All the 3 points are non-collinear. Let's move forward towards next curve, that is line. Line is most used full curve under sketch after profile. There is one only method to create a line. First point will be starting point and second point will be ending point of the line segment. Next curve is arc. You can create a curve by 2 methods. First method is by 3 point. First and second point are considered as starting and ending point of the curve, whereas third point will decides the radius of the arc. Second method is arc by curve and end point. Under this method, the first point will consider as center of the arc, and second point will decide radius of arc. The third point is the ending point of the arc. Now second curve is spline, one the most important and complicated. As spline defines dynamically creates and edits splines by dragging defining points or poles, and assigning slope or curvature constraints at defining points. Under spline there are two methods: through points and by pole. First we will discuss through points. Now by multiple clicks you can create a smooth and dynamically line, and you have flexibility to provide curvature to the line by just shifting the axis of points. Now second method is by pole. Under this method you will define pole the line which will provide curvature to the line. These poles wear tangential component to the line. As similar to through point method, you have flexibility to provide curvature of the curves by just shifting the coordinates of the pole. Next, and the simple command under curve, is point. You can create a point anywhere under graphics window by just one click. Next command, which is most useful to reduce the sharpness of corner, is fillet. You can create a fillet between 2 or 3 points. First we will create two perpendicular lines having a sharp corner. Now select the fillet command and select two lines which are perpendicular to each other having sharp corner. Also set the radius of the fillet. Under trim method, the corner will transfer into arc and trim the sharp corner. Ctrl+Z to undo the command. Under next method, which is untrim, it is as same as trim method. But the main difference is after creating fillet at corner, the corner won't be trimmed. Next command is chamfer. Chamfers a sharp corner between two sketch lines. Under this command, the corners will convert it into symmetric line between two perpendicular line. If you allow trim input curves, then the corner will be trimmed. Under symmetric chamfer, the distance will be even at both ends of the sketched line. If we unselect the trim input curve, then after created chamfer between two perpendicular lines, the corner remains. It won't be trimmed. Offset. Under offset command, you can offset a chain of curve that lies on sketch plane, which means it creates a copies of the curve in a particular direction in which vector is selected. Let's take an example of offsetting a line. Select the line of curve which you want to offset. After selecting the line, check the direction of vector in which it is offsetting. Now provide distance at which you want to offset. If you allow symmetric offset, then the curve or line which you select to offset will offset in positive and negative axis of both y and x axis. As you increase the number of copies, the number of offset curves will increase. This command is mostly used under surface section in 3D module. Let's move forward toward mirror command. As mirror defines, you can create mirror pattern of a chain of curves that lies on the sketch plane, which means it creates a replica of the chain of curves with respect to the selected reference axis. Let's take an example. Create a chain of curves in the left side, the vertical axis. Now select Mirror command. Under Curves to Mirror, select the chain of curves, whereas under Centerline, select Vertical axis. Now you can see that Mirror command creates the replica of selected chain of curves with respect to vertical axis. This command is mostly used when the model which we want to model is symmetric from center. Let's move forward toward Edit section. Under Edit section we have Trim, Extend and Corner command, which are mostly used to edit the sketch. First, Trim, which defines trim a curve to the closet intersection or to a selected curve in either direction, which means you can trim a curve in either direction up to selected boundary curve. Now select the boundary curve with respect to which you want to trim the curve. Then select the curve which you want to trim. Extend. Extend command allows you to extend the curve to another nearby curve or to the selected curve, which means you can extend the curve in either direction up to the selected boundary curve. This command is as similar as Trim command. First select the boundary curve up to which you want to extend the curve. Then select the curve which you want to extend. Next and the last command of today's tutorial is Corner command. It extends or trims two curves to make a corner. Select the two intersecting curve whose you want to create a corner. Corner command is the advanced version of Trim command. I hope that you had gained some knowledge about basics and some advanced command under Sketchplane. Like, share and subscribe my channel for more tutorial. Also comment your reviews in comment section.